I get it. You're standing in the mattress aisle, scrolling through endless options, and the thought of spending a few $100s on something you'll lie on for 8 hours a day makes you nervous. You've probably heard the hype about world-class support and the promise of a perfect balance between softness and firmness, but the fear of ending up with a saggy slab or a bed that's too hard is real. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon, and I'm here to walk through why the Beautyrest World-Class Level 4 Medium 15-inch King might actually be the middle ground you've been looking for, or why you might want to keep scrolling. First off, let's talk about who this mattress is built for. The Level 4 tag is Beautyrest's way of saying it's a medium feel model, which basically lands right in the sweet spot for couples who don't want one side too soft and the other too firm. If you're someone who rolls around a lot, switches sleeping positions, or just likes the feeling of a mattress that cradles you without sinking, the pressure relief claim is worth noting. It's not a ultra-soft pillow top that can make a side sleeper feel like they're sinking into a marsh, nor is it a rock-hard surface that leaves you with sore hips. Think of it as a supportive platform that still gives a little give where your body needs it. Now, I know support and pressure relief can sound like marketing buzzwords, so let's break down what that looks like in everyday life. Imagine you're a 45-year-old who wakes up with a tight lower back after a night of tossing and turning. The layered coil system in this Beautyrest model is engineered to distribute weight more evenly across the surface, which helps keep the spine aligned whether you're on your back, side, or stomach. In practice, that means you're less likely to feel those pressure points that turn a good night's sleep into an uncomfortable morning. For a couple, the independent edge support on each side reduces the chance of one partner feeling the other's movement, which is a subtle but welcome perk for light sleepers. Temperature management is another claim that gets tossed around a lot, and it matters more than you might think. If you've ever woken up sweaty in the middle of a summer night, you know how a hot mattress can ruin the whole sleep cycle. The world-class Level 4 uses breathable fabrics and a cooling gel layer that helps dissipate heat. In my own testing just a couple of nights on a friend's unit, the surface stayed noticeably cooler than a traditional all-foam mattress, especially around the hips where heat tends to build up. It won't turn your bedroom into an icebox, but it does keep you from feeling like you're sleeping on a radiator. On the flip side, there are some practical drawbacks you should weigh before pulling the trigger. At 15 inches thick, the mattress is on the taller side, which means you'll need a deep enough box spring or foundation. Otherwise you'll see a gap that looks odd and could affect stability. Also, the medium feel isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. If you're a heavyweight sleeper, say, over 250 pounds, you might find the medium firmness a little too soft after a few weeks, especially if you're used to a firmer platform. Conversely, if you're on the lighter side and love that sink-in feeling, you might feel like the mattress is holding you up too much, almost like a firm sofa rather than a plush bed. Another point that often trips people up is the care aspect. Beautyrest markets this mattress as low maintenance, but that doesn't mean you can forget about it entirely. The cover is removable, which is great for occasional cleaning, yet it's not a machine-washable material. Spot cleaning with mild soap is the safest route, and if you have kids or pets, you'll want to protect the surface with a mattress protector. I've seen owners who skip the protector end up with minor stains that are tough to lift, so factor that into the ongoing cost of ownership. The rating on Amazon sits at a modest 3.3 out of 5 from 53 reviewers, which tells us the product is a mixed bag. While we don't have the individual comments to dissect, a score in that range usually signals that the mattress works well for a certain segment of sleepers but falls short for others. It's not a flop, but it's not a universal love it or leave it either. That's why thinking about your own sleep habits is crucial. If you're someone who values a balanced feel, wants decent cooling, and doesn't have extreme weight or firmness preferences, the Level 4 Medium could be a solid investment. If you're a side sleeper with chronic hip pain, you might appreciate the pressure relief, but you should also test it for a few nights to ensure the medium feel isn't too soft for your joint support needs. And if you're a very light sleeper who's highly sensitive to motion, you may still